Newly formed TDP government in Andhra Pradesh and its ally, the BJP, have accused the ousted Jagan Reddy's YSRCP government of building a hilltop palace in Visakhapatnam. The TDP has alleged that the opulent property built on the Rushikonda Hill was intended as a camp office for Jagan Reddy, who had declared Vizag as Andhra Pradesh's capital. The Rushikonda Palace is spread over 9.88 acres and a sea-facing site is where it's located. TDP's National General Secretary Nara Lokesh said that the camp office of Jagan Reddy was built for 500 crore rupees from the state exchequer. Listen in to the allegations from the TDP and the BJP.
ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు దానిపై నివేదిక అడిగారు. ఎంత ఖర్చు అయింది, దేనికి ఖర్చు పెట్టారు, మొత్తం డీటెయిల్స్ అడిగారు. ఇంకా రావాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. ఇదే కాదు, ఇలా చాలా కట్టినట్టున్నారు. అన్ని వివరాలు వచ్చిన తర్వాత ప్రజల ముందర పెడతాం.
Your toilet is much bigger than the house you proposed for a poor family. And Jagan Reddy had once again proven that he had always worked for his own comforts, for his own luxuries, and never cared about the poor people. We will launch a thorough inquiry into this huge spending of public money, and the people behind this will definitely go behind bars.
For his stay, allegedly, they told that they were building a tourism resort, but then recently in the past few months, their ministers have confirmed that this is the place in Rushikonda where Jagan Reddy Garu is going to stay. Is it morally correct and ethically correct to use rupees 500 crores of public money to construct such a magnificent palace?
Meanwhile, the YSRCP continues to maintain the buildings in Rushikonda are government-owned assets. Leaders of Jagan's party have claimed that the property was meant to host the Prime Minister, President and other top dignitaries since Vizag was going to be the capital city. All right, and there's more details coming in. In fact, of the 500 crore Sheesh Mahal Rao, the first YSRCP counter to TDP's attack, saying that the buildings belong to the state and not Jagan. Let's listen to that, Priya.
We constructed in true spirit of better buildings to rule from Vizag, and that buildings should be used for any government purpose, but that buildings are belonging to government of AP, not the buildings are not for Jagan Mohan Reddy or YSRCP. That buildings are actually constructed and beautifully with very good architecture in true and good spirit for the government of AP. So here onwards they can be used for anything. So it is their choice for the better purpose of whenever President of India comes or Prime Minister will come. Such good buildings are not available in Vizag. That is true spirit of and the benefit of Andhra Pradesh only we did.
All right, and we have more details coming in of the lavish expenditure. In fact, we are told that there was 95 crores spent for the levelling of land, 22 crores for gardening, landscaping and imported plants. We're told that 21 crores is for area beautification, 33 crores for the luxury interiors, 2 crores for the solar water heaters, 50 lakhs for plantation, 36 lakhs spent on a fancy bathtub, 15 lakhs on a chandelier, as well as 3.5 lakhs on a western toilet. Those are some very, very shocking details coming in of the Sheesh Mahal, similar to what we had seen. In fact, Somit is joining us live at the moment. Somit, similar to the Sheesh Mahal that we saw, here in the national capital, we have a southern Sheesh Mahal that's now being reported, because by any stretch of the imagination, 36 lakhs for a bathtub, 15 lakh chandelier, all of this does seem extremely opulent, and whether a state government that has been struggling with funds can actually afford this kind of 500 crore expenditure from the taxpayer money is certainly a valid question. Somit.
Well, true, Madhav, this is not less than any palace in India, because initially they thought that they will be building a 7-star and building which is equal to a 7-star hotel. And initially 91 crore worth funds were allotted, and that's because they thought that they will be building a 5-star or 7-star hotel type of palace or massive big structure in Rushikonda in Vizag, because even Y.V. Subbareddy or Y.S. Jagan Reddy, the then Chief Minister, they have directly announced that Vizag will be the financial capital, and even Y.S. Jagan Reddy will be shifting to the Vizag, leaving his Tadepalli camp office and his residence, and he will be directly shifted to the Visakhapatnam and Vizag city. And there in Rushikonda, initially they said that they will be building a tourism place and a tourist place, and where initially Harita Plaza used to exist there. But they have demolished it and they have leveled up. They have leveled the land, and also several trees have been cut down. And initially they said that they are building a tourist place, and later, the ministers have, they have admitted that they are building a residence and also building a structure.
So I will continue to track all those details. As you rightly said, the project itself had changed form, and in fact, what was stated publicly has changed over the years. Thanks so much for bringing us all those details. We'll keep tracking this story indeed all the way from Vizag. But let's quickly, in fact, open this up and take this across to our guest joining us.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Reddy, who's a BJP leader. Joining us also is Dr. Anand Ragnathan. In fact, Suman Siraman also continues with us from debate number 1. Deepak Reddy is national spokesperson of the TDP. We have also with us Chunduru Sundaram Sharma, who's a YSRCP national spokesperson. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening, and let me begin with the YSRCP spokesperson, Mr. Sundaram Sharma. Sir, my first question to you, and taking off from what our reporter was stating, is this a tourism project? Is this a 5-star hotel? Is this a camp office? Or is this a Chief Minister's residence? Because since 2021 to now, I've been reading news reports where the definition of what this is has been repeatedly changed by YSRCP depending on who was speaking at that point of time.
See, first of all, this construction is completely done by the APTDC, that is Andhra Pradesh Tourism Development Corporation. Previously, there was a Harita Resorts. There was a star hotel was there. Later, 7 buildings in the name of Vijayanagara, Kalinga, Pallava, Chola, we constructed 7 blocks. Especially Visakhapatnam is going to be the capital, financial capital. Now Mr. Chandrababu already declared that it is a financial city, Visakhapatnam. And in his previous time, he conducted many conventions and seminars in Visakhapatnam, not in Amaravati. So we don't have any proper accommodation and stay. If the industrialist comes, if the president comes, or if the governor comes, there is no proper accommodation in Visakhapatnam. Now we constructed 7 blocks for all these VVIPs and VIPs. And another important issue is, today they are rising about the financial irregularities or whatever. See, I wanted to know only one thing. The Secretariat, water leaking temporary secretariat at Amaravati. Mr. Chandrababu Naidu spent 700 crores. 700 crores. The land was available free, sand was available free, but he spent 10,000 rupees per square feet. Now, let him compare the construction of Secretariat and these 7 blocks in Rushikonda. Now the main issue of Telangana Party TDP.
No, let me just correct you there, sir. There are many quotes, and in fact I can read them out. Where first this tourism project is being renovated, we are told. Then we are told it's a 5-star hotel. Then we are told it's a camp office. Then we are told it's a Chief Minister's official residence. You've still not answered my basic question. What is the purpose of this lavish expenditure?
This is this is basically, first of all, it is a tourism issue. Tourist के लिए.
So the first time I'm hearing of government offices being built for tourism. Is it tourism or government office? Tell us.
Yeah, it is for all. It is for all purposes. Now the state government, now the Chandrababu let him decide whether he can come out from that Karakatta place to this place. Because his house is resembled to the what the construction is there in Jubilee Hills.
No, but before I go across, I'm going to go to Deepak Reddy, of course. You can certainly ask him the question. I have no problem. But I want Dr. Ragnathan to comment. Dr. Ragnathan, lavish expenditure, 36 lakhs for a bathtub, 3 lakhs for a commode. I mean, what's going on?
Madhav, look, you know how the, goalposts are being shifted. It was planned from the very initial beginning to make it look like that it is a government issue and it's going to be dealt with the tourism department. That's how the whole, I would use the word even scam out here. Because for them to shift the goalposts every couple of years, they are going to continue to do it. Please, let's not have any beat about the bush. I want to ask a very simple question to the honorable spokesperson of the YSRC. Please tell me, you can make any hotel that you want. You can have any amenities. Why on earth would you need a 36 lakh worth of bathtub? Please explain that.
Let me tell you first one thing. Who has given this, what you are telling about 36 lakhs, 90 lakhs, who has given? Still now, just now, 1 minute.
Sir, it has been widely reported.
1 minute. Mr. Lokesh just now told they wanted to take what exactly the expenditure. They are coming out after getting the proper information. This is all just one person who has ex-minister visited that place and came out and just it is all this one only.
Are you categorically denying all these charges of 22 crores spent for gardening, 15 crores for chandelier, 36 crores for bathtub? Are you categorically denying this on television, sir?
That figures is not given by
the say government. Yes or no. Say it's an outright lie. Mr. Sharma, can you say it's an outright lie? Can you deny it? Yes. Say yes or no.
Yes, I am denying. I am telling you.
You're saying it's complete lies.
Come out. Let the government come out and say what is exactly
okay, let the TDP spokesperson answer that now. Deepak Reddy, this is all complete lies that your party is spreading. It is factually incorrect, says the YSRCP spokesperson. Please respond to him.
Madhav, I need a minute because the nation has to understand what exactly happened there. There was actually a tourism project for the public. These guys came in, they demolished, and the earlier MP has gone to the court saying that this is illegal. So they have given an affidavit in the court saying that we're going to develop only the area what we broke down. But now they have flaunted all rules and built a structure which is probably 10 to 20 times the size. They first said it was a tourist project. Then when we asked, they said it was a 5-star hotel. Then they said it was a CM's camp office. And then the tourism minister came and said that it is going to be a house for the CM. And now they say it was built for the prime minister or the president who never come there. So this entire thing was under secrecy. Pawan Kalyan wanted to visit that place. They arrested him twice and they didn't let him go there. The truth of the whole picture is Jagan Reddy had a vision. He thought he would be in power for the next 30 years and he built this palatial palace. He similarly has 4 such palaces which he built with his own money. In Bangalore, he has a 23-acre palace. Then he has one in Hyderabad, then one in Kadapa and one in Tadepalli. These are all his private properties. So the way Jagan Reddy has looted the state of Andhra Pradesh is something what you can't believe. You're talking about Shish Mahal. This is Shish Mahal into 10 or 12. And the liquor corruption what took place in Andhra Pradesh is probably 1 lakh crores. So Kejriwal is like a child's play in front of Jagan Reddy. Okay. Wherever Jagan Reddy goes, he goes in a private aircraft. And again, for 5-10 kilometers also, he needs a helicopter to take him. This is the kind of an expenditure what is spent of people's money.
Okay, so he made serious charges would allow the YSRCP spokesperson to respond to. Yeah.
This came out about 10 days ago.
All right, I see many hands going up. We have limited time, Mr. Sharma. Quick response, please, to what has been stated by the TDP spokesperson.
See, he is talking about the house of Mr. Jagan Reddy, resemble of this one. I'm just asking Mr. Deepak Reddy, what is the cost of Mr. Chandrababu Reddy's house in Jubilee Hills? He stayed in Park Hyatt when the construction was taking place.
Okay.
31 crores he spent from the government exchequer when he was constructing his own house in Jubilee Hills. What type of this? Another thing, importantly, he's talking about the Kejriwal liquor scam. I'm asking only one question. Mr. Deepak Reddy, 7,000 crores was completely under privilege fees. Mr. Chandrababu Naidu completely taken out of 7,000 crores. This is not my allegation.
Okay.
SCOG has given the report. 7,000 rupees was lost to the
government. All right, gentlemen, these corruption charges need a very long debate. I'm just requesting the two of you to just calm down on that, please. 1 minute, there are charges and counter charges. But let me bring in the others who have not yet had a chance to speak. Dharam Reddy, you have the YSRCP which is saying that these are government-owned assets. They are not private property. And these are necessary infrastructure for a new state capital which is being built over here. Do you agree with that premise that is coming in from the YSRCP?
There are two facts to this and two sides to this discussion we're having at the moment. One, the allegations of TDP spokesperson here that 500 crores being spent for a palace which is meant to be built as a CM's home if Jagan becomes the chief minister again. Now my question is, now Jagan is not a CM anymore, but I suggest the TDP gentleman to look into the fact whether 14 lakh crore of budget has been spent in last 5 years in the manner which the funds are being misused for such a luxurious palace and the liquor scam. There are many other scams that we are discussing at the moment. And similarly, YSRCP is alleging that Chandrababu Naidu has misused a lot of funds, like he was talking about, he stayed in a 5-star hotel and all. Now the two factors, both the parties claim that they are for the people, and if they are for the poor people,
Mr. Reddy, who's your alliance partner over here?
I'm sorry?
Who's your alliance partner in Andhra Pradesh?
See, I would say BJP is alliance partner, but I'm suggesting because it's the lead role.
TDP should investigate both the parties are corrupt. I'm at a loss to understand whether TDP and you are in alliance right now or not.
See, we are in alliance. I'm suggesting the TDP to get into the investigation mode of last 5 years of investments that went into all the reforms that they talked about.
So the TDP says that they're investigating this, which they are calling an act of corruption. Let me bring in Dr. Suman Siraman on this. Suman Siraman, what do you make of this? And do you think that this 500 crore extravaganza is in any way justified?
Madhav, we are doing this entire debate without addressing the fundamental issue. Now, what is this building? The APTDC documents which are with the Andhra government will expose and tell you what it was planned for. Every single document on this would be available. We have not filed an RTI and got these documents. The entire debate.
There are 4 answers on record. There are 4 answers on record. Let me repeat them for you in case you didn't hear. Tourism project, 5-star hotel, camp office, CM residence. There are 5 different explanations depending on who at which point of time was speaking.
Where is it on record? 1 minute. Oh, wait. Where is it on record? Where is it? Is it on the file of the APTDC? Is it on the file? Is it on record? Somebody said this. One person said something. Somebody else said something.
Sir, the ministers of the department are saying this.
Basically, I don't know whether
please, Dr. Suman Siraman, please look at the media reports from 2021 till now. There are several public statements that have been made, and each of those public statements are what I'm referring to. If you have access to the files, please read out what's there in the file, since you know so much about the details of the documents. Read it out for us.
Madhav, the simple thing is, where are the documents? The documents will tell you what it is. Why are we even doing this debate?
So we should not do a debate. If there are no documents, don't do a debate. Dr. Ranganathan, there are no documents, don't do any debate without any document. So tomorrow, no crime will be discussed without the charge sheet being filed. No court case should be discussed before the judgment is actually decided upon. Media should not do its job. It's an innocence. Shoot the messenger.
Madhav, look, this is how it has come. Dr. Raman, I didn't interrupt you, Dr. Raman. Yes, they would believe a scurrilous report saying that an OTP can affect an EVM. That they would believe. But they will not believe a sitting minister saying that this is the scam that has been perpetrated, a so-called Sheeshmel 2.0. That they won't believe. A sitting minister saying that would not be believed. So what are we talking about? It's all completely biased and agenda prone. I would personally like to see the files being disclosed by the minister as soon as Dr. Raman, please.
Nobody's denying that. Nobody's denying that. The simple point is this, that of course, if the documents do come out in due course, I'm sure they will. Somebody will file an RTI. The TDP is in government. Perhaps they may bring out the files. There's nobody to discount that. But at least judging by what is before us, it's certainly a very, very controversial one, given that what we've seen in other states, for instance, like in Delhi, where a 500 crore expenditure or somewhere in that ballpark expenditure was made on the Chief Minister's residence here as well. On that note, I'd like to thank all our panelists for joining us. Mr. Gurva Reddy, Dr. Anandanathan, Deepak Reddy, Sundaram Sharma, Dr. Suman Siraman. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us this evening.